Just give me that. Just give me that.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Steelers and the Broncos, and it's all up next.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Jordan. We've got 2 quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are 2 of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out, a 4th-year quarterback and capable dual-threat producer from Ohio State's Justin Fields.
After 3 years in Chicago, a couple injuries, and nearly breaking the all-time quarterback rushing record, Justin Fields now finds himself a Pittsburgh Steeler. And the great thing about his skill set is with the heavy run game, the play action that comes off of it, and those powerful, dynamic legs, Justin Fields may have found a much better home than he ever found in Chicago.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Going right side, Harris with it. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 48. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Fields now on 3rd. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Freiermuth there to bring it in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Fields on first down. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown. He's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Fields throwing here. Escapes the pocket. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be let out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
And he sent a man in motion. Opening play, and Bo will throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith. We get a look now, Brock, at their picks from this year's draft, a group that they've been more than willing to say they are very excited about bringing in.
Well, lots of folks on the media side, and frankly, other NFL front offices, Kate, have talked about the steals in this class. Some guys who should have gone much, much earlier than where they ended up going. This is a group that, if everything works out, could provide a lot more value than the picks that were spent on him.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this.